Hello and welcome to day 27. Today, in continuing with our theme of belonging, our focus today is on community connections. It's so important for you to have someone who you can be accountable to. So, if you don't have someone like that, think of someone who is a person who will not judge you, but who will ask you about your yoga challenge, about how you are taking care of yourself, and whatever it is that you would like them to sort of keep you honest on. So that's what I think about when I think of community connections. We are not out here by ourselves. We need others. My community encouraged me to do this challenge, and I'm so glad that they did. So I'm just going to shout you out, Dr. Julie. Thank you very much, and we will go ahead and get started. So I invite you to have a comfortable seated position. Today we're going to go into some additional chair yoga, so you have some additional tools in your arsenal for however you're feeling, however your edge is on any given day. The chair can be considered another prop for you to use. So I invite you to find that chair, sit up nice and tall, relaxing hands in the lap, and just allow the chair to support you. You can close your eyes or lower your gaze. And begin to breathe consciously, allowing the breath to flow in and out, bringing all of your awareness to being right here, right now, in this present moment. This moment is just for you. With the next exhale, allow the shoulders to melt away from the ears. And begin to focus on breathing in and out through the nose only. And perhaps begin to count your inhalation and then count your exhalation. And then actively think of making the exhalation longer than the inhalation. The breath is another powerful tool. As we breathe consciously, as we extend the exhale, we encourage the body to be in that rest and digest mode, even as we're moving through poses. And begin to draw the navel to the spine, noticing any shifts or changes in the inhalation and the exhalation. Maybe allow yourself to sit up a little taller as you engage the abdominals, continuing to relax the shoulders. And begin to think of an intention for your practice today, a positive affirmation or mantra, perhaps a single positive word. Consistency just dropped into my spirit. Or perhaps you use an affirmation. I am not alone. I am thankful for community. I am not alone. I am thankful for my community. Allow that intention to settle in. Think of breathing in your intention deeply, allowing it to fill you up, and let it go. Allow your intention to go before you. Taking another deep breath. And as you exhale, lift the head, open the eyes, check in on your shoulders, maybe allow them to relax and pull down a little more. Sitting up tall in your chair, extending arms wide. Inhale up, palms touch. Exhale, bring hands down to heart, pressing palms together. This is Angeline Mudra, meaning we are coming together as one on this journey. Today I have my chair sitting completely on my mat. You're going to need some stability. Again, I always talk about my little creaky wooden chair that I absolutely love. And so I do need the stability because I have these hardwood floors and it has felt on the bottom of the chair. So it's extra important. Having no arms to your chair is helpful as well. Sitting up tall, lift the shoulders toward the ears. On an inhale and on an exhale, squeeze the shoulders back and down. Do that a few times, allowing your breath to guide the move. So inhaling on the lift, exhale as you lower. Do a few more. Relaxing the shoulders today, placing hands gently on the lap and find some movement for the neck. You can drop one ear to one shoulder and perhaps take the hand for a little extra, not allowing your hand to place too much pressure, just enough for you, remembering your edge, the end of your comfort zone. And maybe coming to the opposite side, pressing the shoulder down, feeling a nice stretch, the side of the neck, lifting, maybe doing a few head rolls or maybe make some half smiles with your neck or go all the way around, full head roll, whatever feels good. Just waking up a bit. And I invite you to stand. So in previous videos, we sat in the chair, we opened our legs to an L, and then took one leg out to the side, right? But you can also turn the chair and use it this way, and it'll get you a little lower to the mat, but not all the way down in the mat. So again, this is an opportunity to explore that edge and explore the chair. So you could place your hands here, step the foot back to your edge, turning that back foot in slightly, bending that front knee over the ankle, lifting chin and chest, lowering shoulders. Maybe lifting one arm and alternating the other arm. Maybe even coming a little bit up off the chair, grabbing the knee, right? And maybe lifting one arm or the other or both, finding your warrior one. Pulling shoulders down the back, feeling the strength in the legs, pressing the outer side of the back foot down into the mat while pressing that front foot into the mat. maybe gazing up. And if it's not within your edge to keep both of those hands up, maybe you do that for 1 or 2 breaths. And if you've reached your edge, you come back to the chair. You can shift the weight, keeping the hands on the seat of the chair, and lift the back leg, beginning to find bird of flight. Lifting the leg only to your edge, flexing the foot, pressing through the heel, or pointing the toe keeps an active leg. Here, you could walk your hands up to the top of your chair, to the sides of your chair. Maybe you let go, one or both, right? But the chair is always here for you. Bend the knee, bring the foot down, and step the foot back, bending the front knee, finding warrior one on the opposite side. With the hands planted on the seat of the chair, you can begin to focus on the lower body, pressing the outer side of that back foot, checking to see if the knee is straight and over the ankle. And here, I don't really have to cue for you to keep your shoulders and your hips squared, because just by placing the hands down on the seat of the chair, the alignment is there. And again, you can lift up, maybe come to your knee, or lift both arms, pulling shoulders down the back, fingers extended, maybe lifting the torso up a bit, drawing arms close to the ears if this is within your edge, knowing your chair is here for support. Navel to spine, breathing in and out through the nose. And finding the seat of the chair again, shifting the weight, lifting that back leg. And here you can test how high you want to lift the leg, and you can also come up on the chair, maybe letting go, maybe feeling what it feels like to find warrior three with your forearms rested. And maybe you lift for a second and find your chair again, right? Pointing that back toe or flexing the foot, active leg, finding bird of flight. Taking one more breath, grab your chair. We're going to lift up to standing. I started to talk about going into some of those positions, warrior one, warrior two, peaceful warrior, using the chair in a different way. So this may not work for you, but this is another way to get into warrior one and two and peaceful warrior. So again, planting that back foot, thinking of straightening that leg. And here I will cue you to shift so shoulders and hips are squared to front. And if you feel that your legs are sturdy and stable, maybe you work more on lifting the arms. And you're breathing, gazing straight ahead or looking up, fingers extended, active arms. And slowly bring the arms back down. Now you're going to open the side body and extend arms up. Gazing through the front middle finger, palms face down. Fingers are extended. Pressing the feet down, the outer edge of the foot you're pressing into on that back leg. And just pressing the foot down in the front. Turn the front palm up. Inhale. Exhale, planting the hand on the thigh And then lifting the arm up and over, finding peaceful warrior. And of course, if the chair does not work for you, you can always opt to set the chair aside and bring it back in when you need it, just like any other prop. Every day, your edge changes. Maybe gaze up, not allowing the head to collapse. Exhale, finding warrior two. Spin the hips like a steering wheel. Grab the chair. Now, I don't know that this is easier to put your foot through the chair. Your chair may not even be made this way, so that's something you may want to think about if this option is preferable to you. And we're going to go on the other side. And we're still thinking about alignment when we come here, so that back foot is still turned in. Hopefully you can get the heel down and the leg straight, but I'm not in your body, you are. So honoring your edge. Thinking of squaring hips and shoulders. Coming to warrior one, arms lifted. One or both, navel to spine. Gazing up, thinking of pressing into that outer side of the back foot. So there's probably a lot of sensation there. Taking a break whenever you need it. Inhale, exhale, finding warrior two, opening up to the side. Airplane wings, arms out to the side, palms face down, gazing through the front middle finger. Virabhadrasana 2. Lowering the shoulders, lift the chest, navel to spine, breathing in and out through the nose. Turn the front palm up, inhale. Exhale, drop the hand and lift, pulling up and over, getting a nice side body stretch. Maybe looking up toward the inner elbow. Breathing in and out through the nose. Thinking of that even breath that you set at the very beginning in our meditation. Finding that breath throughout practice. Control the breath, control the mind. And release. Spinning hips back to center. Bringing that back leg in. And bringing the leg out again. The last pose I want to share with you today. We've done pigeon on the mat. And there are a variety of ways that you can get the hip flexor stretch or the stretch that comes with pigeon, but this is another option. Grabbing your chair, putting your knee on the chair, and I always have this because, again, wooden chair. Your chair may have a cushion. And slowly begin to find pigeon, placing arms securely. And you want to come down to the hip, right? And I like to come up on the balls of my back feet, my back foot, that feels good in my body. You may want to plant the heel. Hips and shoulders square to front. Inhale. Exhale. Slowly lower the upper body. And then placing the hands, if you can, on the seat of the chair. And extending the chin maybe over the back of the chair. Breathing into any tightness that you feel. Nice, even breathing. And when I say even, you're allowing for that exhalation to be a little longer, but keeping, if possible, the same count on the inhale and the same count on the exhale. Now, if you feel steady, you're going to come up on that back toe, lift the upper body up, pull the shoulders into the back, and look up. You can walk the hands to the edge of the chair. Pressing the chest forward, squeezing shoulders back. One more breath. Exhale. You can come out any way that you like, but if you feel sturdy, you can find a downward facing dog here using the seat of the chair. On an exhale, come forward and finding pigeon on the other side. Walking that foot back, coming down on that hip and less staying up on your knee. I'm not a put pressure on your knee type of teacher. So I think it's safer to come down on the hip. I've seen students in my class that have no problem. That is not my body. Honor your edge. Inhale, exhale, lower, or place the hands on the chair. Breathing in and out through the nose. One more breath. On an exhale, press up if possible. Step back, finding supported downward facing dog. Think of allowing the chest to melt toward the mat. Releasing the lower back. One more breath. On the next exhale, slowly lift. And I invite you to have a seat. I hope those tools about how to use your chair for additional or different ways which the chair can become a prop and support you in your practice. Taking arms wide, inhale up, palms touch, exhale, bring hands to heart center. Ashe and namaste. I honor the energy and the divine in you. Remember, you have support. Part of belonging is being part of a community where you feel like you belong. So thank you. Have a wonderful day. Day 27.